Hamas military parade in Gaza after ceasefire deal. Hamas fighters join truce celebrations. Militants in military gear flaunt weapons, dare Israel. On camera. Gaza militants vows not to leave battlefield. Israel-Hamas agreed to Gaza ceasefire and hostage release deal. Thousands across Gaza celebrate ceasefire deal. Israel continue military operations in Gaza. Dozens killed as Israeli strikes continue ahead of Gaza ceasefire. Will deadly Middle East war stop? After Israel and Hamas militants agreed for a ceasefire deal in the 15-month-long war, armed Hamas gunmen were parading in the Gaza Strip following the news of an imminent ceasefire. Stunning visuals from Gaza's Khan Younis show Hamas fighters in military gear celebrating the truce deal with Israel. The footage raises questions about Israeli claims of weakening Hamas, as fighters remain active despite 15 months of conflict. After news broke of a ceasefire and hostage release deal between Israel and Hamas, Palestinians across Gaza broke into celebrations, with some shedding tears of joy and others whistling, clapping and chanting. People were seen beating tambourines, blowing horns and dancing in Khan Younis minutes after hearing news of the agreement struck in the Qatari capital Doha. According to reports, the deal is expected to halt the fighting for an initial 42 days, with 33 hostages held in Gaza released in exchange for Palestinian prisoners held in Israeli jails. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office announced on January 17 that Israel has finalized its ceasefire agreement with the Hamas that will see the release of hostages held in Gaza. Netanyahu's office said in a statement that the Prime Minister has been updated by the negotiating team that agreements have been reached on a deal for the release of the hostages. The exact details of the updated negotiations were not immediately provided. Meanwhile, Israel appears to ramping up its strikes in Gaza. According to the Hamas-run Gaza Ministry of Health and the Enclave's Civil Defense Rescue Agency, Israeli strikes killed more than 70 people between the ceasefire deal being announced in January 16 morning. Remember, the deadly Israel-Hamas war started when hundreds of Hamas fighters stormed across Israel's southern border on October 7, 2023, killing about 1,200 people and taking more than 250 hostages back to Gaza. Israel responded with a military campaign, starting with an immediate air bombardment and then a full-scale ground invasion launched on October 27. Since then, Israel has attacked targets across Gaza by land, sea and air, while Hamas has attacked Israel with rockets,